The good news this game is that I stopped using the free version of XSplit, and I got another broadcasting software, so the audio quality should be much better. The bad news, for one thing, Lux is disconnected. Looks like she might be doing with Mundo. And the other thing is that Mundo raged really hard in Champ Select because he was last pick and had to play support, and ended up picking Mundo. And the other bad thing is that we have a Pantheon, which, in my opinion, is one of the worst champions in the game. And I also got Q on accident at level 1. That is also not good. And where was I? So back to Mundo support. The thing with tank supports, where you have like a Mundo or a Shen or a Volibear support, is it'll work, but since they're fundamentally a tank role, they can't fulfill that role very efficiently as support because you just don't have enough gold to be tanky. Mundo support can work because his abilities do not scale at all with items. But it's risky because Caitlyn has such long range, and because it's actually possible to burst down a support Mundo, because he is very squishy. So because I don't have my W, I'm taking a lot more damage than I normally would. But did save Smite thanks to my team. That's very nice of them. And because mid is not in the game right now, I'm just going to go ahead and take the EXP mid lane until she comes back. It's a risky laning against Ahri because she can put out a lot of burst if she hits you with her charm. So I'm just going to take EXP rather than trying to get all the farm. Wait, I thought she took a tower shot, but I guess not. Evelyn might be going for my blue right now, but if she is, there's nothing I can really do about it. Or, I'm sorry, my red. So just picking up farm until Lux comes back. Hopefully it's soon, because if not, the Ahri probably is going to snowball really hard. E-top, I don't know whether or not she had my buff. She might have. No idea what's going on back there. Okay, good. So Eve didn't take my red buff, which is good. She might be going after it now, I don't know, but in any case, I should be able to secure it. Yep. And I'm going to look for a gank top. I'd rather not just stay mid the whole game because that won't let me put pressure on any other lane. This kill should be easily picked up. Yep. So in my previous game as Aatrox, I made the mistake of waiting really long before I built any tanky items. So this game I'm going to just skip the... the Lizard Elder buff, just get a Madreds for a bit quicker clearing, and go straight for the Blade of the Rune King, after which I can build tank items. But none of that really matters if Lux doesn't show up. Now I'm pretty confident that I'm stronger than Ahri, but I don't want to take her on one-on-one. because if I mess up the combo, then she will burst me easily. But she did flash for really no good reason, so that's a win on my end. I actually took quite a bit more damage than I expected from that trade, so I'm going to play careful. But I do have quite a bit of regen. So that was a good pickup there. If you switch to your damage version of your W, I'm sorry that I don't really know the name, but if you do that, then it's very easy to burst down an enemy with low armor, and they probably won't really expect it at all. So now I'm 2 levels ahead of their jungler, but that's only because I've been holding mid. Lux finally showed up, but doesn't seem like he's still here yet. So I'm gonna have to be babysitting her lane pretty hard for a while. So I'm really gonna have to leave top and bot alone. Not sure how that will really work. No, she really won't be fine because Ari can just dash up and use her ult to kill her. But so I should have really gotten a pink ward. Green wards are completely useless against Evelyn, and I thought of that one moment too late. So that was a mistake. I should have gotten a pink ward. So Ari, I can see that she's warded the top half of her map, but I'm going to approach from the bottom, and she's going to be really pushed up because she's trying to avoid, because she's going to be trying to zone Lux. So I'm going to see if I can burst her, force her to use her ult. Yep. So I just forced her ult out, and that's another win for us. Since Panth is sticking around trying to use his leap, I'm also going to stay. I'm not in fear of dying because I do have my passive up. Apparently bot needs help, but I'm a bit low on HP and I don't really think there's anything I can do if I go down there at this moment. Pantheon is doing well enough against Darius. So I'm not concerned about top lane, and now I'm gonna see what I can do with bot. Putting the green ward at dragon is not necessarily useless. So they'll be focusing me, but I'm not concerned about it. That was a really bad move by the Vayne. But I was not concerned about them focusing me because I had my passive up. So in this case, I'm not afraid to build my passive. I don't think I can dive the Leona because she does have stuns unless I end up at higher HP. But I might attempt it. Now that she's used her stuns on me, I'm just going to back off. So she also wasted her exhaust. Team talking crap to each other is never a good sign, so not that it works, but do your best to try and calm them down. Alright, so I'm probably just gonna keep my or whatever Madred's razors for some amount of time, and then sell it later in the game. So I'm not really going to build anything out of it. Because if it's just for damage, I have better things to build than Spirit of the Lizard Elder, and I really want to rush my, what's it called, Blade of the Rune King first. So now I'm going to try to put some more pressure on mid. Her ult's probably back up, so my goal isn't to kill her, it's just to blow her ult so that she won't be able to kill Lux with some sudden burst. Yep, once again blew her ult. So that's she could have just gotten away without even ulting there, but this Ahri's playing very reactively, so she's using her ult early. Now we can probably get a pickup on Evelyn here. If Panth uses his stun, if it's up quick enough, then we can probably get the pickup. So Panth got knocked out there, but did manage to get Darius. My damage right now is pretty high, and they can't really handle it. Try to avoid this tower going down, because even if there's only 1 HP left and you think it's kind of pointless, just having that vision for however long you can keep it just alleviates a lot of pressure on the map. I'm going to farm out top lane as long as possible to deny them EXP, also start pushing their own tower. Get as much damage onto it as possible. And deny their Darius as much EXP as possible. So remember to don't attack them under tower. I'd rather let Pantheon take the tower, or tank the tower, excuse me, because he does have his passive, which can block one hit by it. So my passive did save me here from Evelyn, but if I wanted to play that safer, I should have just backed off and went around. So that was unnecessary by me. Luckily I didn't die. I thought it was a 5-minute cooldown, but 225 seconds, roughly less than 4 minutes, a bit less than 4 minutes, so it's better than I thought actually. Choose this game is going to be Mertreads. They have quite a bit of CC, so yeah. So this is why I kept camping mid and just trying to blow her ult, because if it's up, she can just easily take out the under-farmed and under-leveled Lux. But unfortunately, I stuck around top too long and let Ahri get that free kill. So I'm not going to give Lux blue buff until she can actually survive against Ahri, which won't be a while. So for now, I'll just keep taking them for myself. And probably head bot after this. Very nice. He managed to avoid that death. So I'm going to come up from behind. Probably be able to pick up a double kill here. Yep. Very nice job. Now this should be a free dragon with 2 of their team members down. Don't think Vayne really needs my help bot. There's not much. This is actually risky. So we can't pick up the dragon because Vayne is a bit low. I'm going to go back bot and see what I can do against Evelyn. She's very low on mana, but actually she decided to back off, so I'm going to pick up some free XP here. So I'm in a pretty good shape. I am still a little bit concerned about the amount of damage that they can do to me. Mundo is actually surprisingly tanky, which is good. So I'm just going to start building a tank from here on out. With a Spirit Visage and probably a Rendered Omen. But the main priority being HP. Pantheon, since he got an early snowball, is denying their Darius very well. Literally the only time Pantheon is, I think he's useful is if he snowballs early. And even if he does that, he's like still not that useful after, I don't know, 25 minutes. So if Ahri shows up back mid, I'm going to gank once again just to take out her ult. And this game should be easily in our hands once Lux gets a bit stronger. Normally I would advise against going so heavy on the enemy bot lane, but again, Pantheon is a champion that does very well with tower dives. So I'm going to see if I can get Ahri a bit more pushed up. That was a very unlucky. That was an unlucky timing because Evelyn happened to be right there. And if they're going to do Dragon now, I'm pretty sure that I can stop it, especially now that my passive is still back up. But the longer that they do stall is more time for us to get into position. So by not immediately going to Dragon, that was a mistake on their end. I approached a bit too late to probably take any of them out. But since they are recalling, we can easily push the bot lane. So now that my passive is proc, I'm in a bit of danger and I'm going to flash out. Shoot. Yeah, bad play on my part. I should have been able to survive there if I had flashed earlier. I thought my passive would be enough to save me, but I should have flashed earlier because the ignite takes finished me off. But 1 kill for 1, but they did get the shutdown bonus on me, which is pretty bad. Luckily, the Kaylin did use her ult on me, so that she doesn't get that damage to use on Vayne. That was a double pickup bot, very good. I don't really know why the Vayne's complaining. Honestly, like, kills on anyone is good, including support, especially if it's a support like Mundo, who's not even really supposed to play support. What the heck is Darius doing bot? So yeah, not much you can do there. Now at this point, I'm going to finally start considering letting the what's-her-face Lux take blue buffs. Because now the chance of her dying is not as great. So we may be able to burst the Ahri down hard enough mid. She is too pushed. So if she decides to go on Lux solo, then I'll be able to step in. This is a very dangerous situation for mid, so even though I could be clearing out camps or whatever, I'm going to stay around this area so that I can approach quickly. So I need to give her blue quickly because our bot lane is being pressured pretty hard. Make sure I don't take it from her. I'm pretty sure we can actually fight down here. Actually, with Darius here, it's a 5v4, so it's a bad situation for us. That was actually a misplaced judgment call, and it was a good fight. I didn't realize that all of our team was here. I thought the Mundo was off somewhere. I don't want Caitlin's ult to be in range of me, so I'm gonna back off. Vayne's still complaining about her assist. That honestly doesn't matter because we're in total control of the game right now. Honestly, like, worrying about your KDA is really useless. It doesn't really matter that much. Especially, even if you're getting that many assists, every kill you get, is basically saying, or every assist you have is basically still saying that, hey, I had this much more time before they come back to just free farm. So, getting an assist isn't as little goal as you think. After I get my red buff, I'll have enough slows and chasing potential to catch up to the Darius or whoever I happen to be facing top lane. So if Evelyn keeps pushing up, then I'll be able to 1v1 her. 3v1 situation, not very fun. Yeah, not much I can do there. I didn't know that all three of them would be up. Not anticipate that. So basically I won't be buying any more green wards this game. Everything's going to be pink because green wards just don't work against Evelyn. So what I was saying earlier about Mundo, getting kills on Mundo isn't bad. It's good because now Mundo, even as support, has so much HP that the enemy won't be able to easily burst him down, even though he is support. Somehow I have the most farm. That shouldn't really happen when I'm jungler, but Pants is a champion that's not really suited to farming, so whatever. Lux was AFK. I don't know how I did that little damage to Darius. I thought I would be able to burst him more quickly, even if not necessarily be able to pick up the kill. Didn't think that he would be left out that high HP. So as of yet, I haven't really encountered a single situation where they had the map warded. This is a bad situation to be in. I'm pretty sure I can actually 1v2 them. Never mind. Didn't think they'd be doing that much damage. But Evelyn Zhonya's actually allowed Pant to catch up and kill her, so that was a bad misplay. And it allowed my team to pick up 2 kills. So that was a misjudged play on my part, but we still had a 3-for-1 out of that, so it's still a good pickup. Even though that was very lucky for me because I misjudged that. we should be forcing a team fight and hopefully be able to catch out the Evelyn at bottom. Yeah, she doesn't have a good escape path. Maybe I'll be able to pick this up. Yep. Now that we got Evelyn, we can just keep pushing us in the lane. We know that they're not doing Baron because I had that warded earlier, so there's no risk of us all being down here. Leona wasted her entire ult, so now there's even there's no risk of us tower diving. So we can just focus on getting the tower. Leona should have saved her ult there for when we were in range of the tower, so that we were locked under tower attack. Tower aggro, whatever. I think we should be able to pick up this tower even without minions. That's green. So now we should get out of here since Vayne shut herself top lane. There's only 3 of us down here, and now we can afford to prep for Baron. As long as we have enough people defending mid, I don't really care about recalling or not. So now I just sold my... Everyone keeps using Zhonya's when it's possible for her to still escape. Really bad plays. That was an even worse snare. But anyways, now we can just go for Baron. Well, I was saying, yeah, I sold my Wriggles to finish the Random's Omen. So just an example of how you can get Wriggles for a bit of early game boost, but it's not necessary to build it into a complete item. Something I learned from my mistakes last game. We really should have more people helping. This is a perfect opportunity Baron with two of their members down. So yeah, Vayne decided to show up instead of recalling, thank god. Because with just me and Pan, it goes very slowly. But easy pickup overall, and we can push down. We can concentrate on pushing down another lane now that we have Baron. So I can probably actually go 1v1 with Darius, since he's pushing out too far and is cut off from his team. Actually a lot harder than I expected. I think he has an attack speed reduction, I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess his armor was pretty hard for me to handle. But I did have my passive up, so at least I wasn't scared of dying. Now I can't keep pushing top because their whole team is MIA and they might be converging up here, so I'm gonna go rejoin my team. Now I can concentrate on more damage items as I'm not really scared of dying anymore. So I'm gonna get a Ravenous Hydra, since I'm probably gonna be one of the members clustered in the middle of the enemy team fighting. So Ravenous Hydra is very good for AoE damage. we're strong enough now to tower dive any of their towers, any of their outer towers that are still alive. So, especially since mid is only at half HP, it should be very easy to pick up. There's even very little risk in us diving one of their base towers. So this is another inhibitor that we get for free. But we can't go through their top yet. There's really no point being down here. Because I don't think we're yet strong enough to take down the Nexus turrets, or maybe we are. But anyways, I'm just gonna go attack the Nexus turrets now. I'm pretty tanky thanks to my Randuins, so I'm not afraid of taking the Nexus tower for a few hits, and that should be game. Thanks for watching. Did not manage to pick that up, but whatever. Thank you.